Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I hope you're doing well. The big news of the week was, of course, Fender rebranding their Mexican-made guitars from the Standards to the Player Series. Now, approximately 6 months ago, I did a video entitled Calling Out Fender and Gibson. And at that point, Gibson had not, declared bankruptcy, but they're in rough shape, and Fender still has a lot of debt as well. And in that video, I basically talked about how Fender can only really rely on its name to sell guitars for so long. In this internet age where new companies are coming up and offering incredible value, tons more features for less price, Fender's gonna have to up its game. So today we're giving props to Fender for releasing their new Player Series. We're gonna look at it and see if it's worth the upgrade and worth the wait. Now, Fender has rebranded all their tiers of instruments. The Deluxe went to the Elite, the American Standard went to the American Professional, the American Vintage went to the American Original, and strategically they left the Mexican-made guitars for last, which really sucks for consumers, but it's a strategy. They're a giant corporation that's focused on profit. Now, the Mexican Standard was by far Fender's best-selling guitar, so let's take a look at it and see if the new Player Series is worth the extra, 10 to 15% inevitable price increase. Now, for me, the Mexican Standard didn't really know what it was. It was sort of this weird mashup of vintage and modern. It had 21 frets, which was more of a vintage feature, but it had a modern 9.5-inch radius. It had modern tuning machines, but vintage bent steel saddles and a vintage tremolo, but then really modern high output ceramic pickups. So yeah, it was just this weird mashup, and I think a lot more clarity comes with the new Player Series. So the Player Series now is much more of a modern Strat. So you get rid of the 21 frets, which was always a weird feature on the Mexican guitars. Now you get 22 frets. You get Alnico pickups, so it's going to give you more of that vintage, classic, glassy chime that Mexican Standards couldn't really deliver with the high output ceramic pickups. Now, I thought they sounded great, especially since I play a lot of blues. I honestly favor them over some Alnico pickups, but a lot of people swap them out because they don't like them. So you're not going to have to do that anymore. It's going to sound very much like the American-made pickups, which is really cool for a lot of people. So yeah, 22 frets, new pickups, 2-point trem. So you're going to have a trem system that holds tune properly, which is, another really big upgrade. So I thought that's awesome. And they re-radiused the body, so it's the exact Strat shape of, the American series. So now, along with the Strats, which I think got the most upgrades, the Tele got refreshed with 22 frets, Alnico pickups, Jaguars, Jazzmasters, basses, basically the whole lineup got redone, and they now sport the more favored Fender logo too. So no longer do you get, the blacked out logo, you get that nice spaghetti logo. I think my favorite guitar of the new lineup is this one. I think it looks awesome. I love the color, I love the features, I love the body shape and everything. So for me personally, that's probably the most tempting one of the lineup, because I am still super happy with my Mexican Standard guitar. So I don't know that I'll be jumping on that bandwagon, but for a lot of consumers, I think it's going to be good. I should also give props to Fender for this model, a very, very cool HSH Strat. It's like a super Strat, ready to go. You buy it, you don't need to mod it, you're just ready to rock. So at the end of the day, we're giving props to Fender. It only took 30 years, but hey, we refreshed that Mexican-made lineup. 22 frets, new pickups, slightly new body shape, and of course, the new trem system. So is it going to take Fender another 30 years before the next refresh, where we get a contoured heel joint on the lower end guitars like all the competition, maybe pop-in trem arms with set screws like all the competition, maybe stainless steel frets? I don't know if they're going to give us that one ever. We'll see. So let me know in the comments below if you guys thought Fender did a good job on this rebrand, and if any of the new features or colors or model tweaks are enough to entice you guys to buy. Other than that, enjoy the weekend, you guys. We'll see you Monday with a new video. Take care.